7 Life Advantages of Being an INFJ Personality Type. Often seen and portrayed as shy, reserved, and even depressed, despite how they're actually feeling inside, INFJs can begin to wonder if there's something noticeably wrong with them. While of course that's not the case, amidst the hardship and struggles INFJs face due to their uniqueness, this rare type also has a few advantages in life that most people can't relate to. Welcome, or welcome back, Psycho! Today's video is all about the life advantages that come with being the INFJ personality type. Before we start, have you liked and subscribed to our channel? Go ahead! And be sure to click the notification bell while you're there so that you never miss a video. Alright, jumping right into the video, starting with number 1, mood awareness. Whether we're playing the role of mother, father, boss, employee, caretaker, or any other role we manage to fill in the span of our 24 hours, at the end of the day, we're all only human. And unfortunately, a lot of the world still doesn't see empathy and human understanding as a critical focus in day-to-day life. People mindlessly live on autopilot, paying little attention to the moods and opinions of others, but the INFJ has no choice. With introverted intuition and external feeling as their most dominant functions, this observant type is extremely aware of people's emotions and moods. In fact, INFJs are involuntarily on constant alert of other people's body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions as a means of picking up on hidden meanings, motives, or feelings. And because of that, they can easily pick up on the slightest of mood changes or inconsistencies in behavior to intuitively decipher what may be bothering someone and act accordingly. While this can certainly seem draining at times, like a distraction rather than an advantage, it can help the INFJ in all aspects of life that involves humans. Actually, this is one of the main advantages that makes INFJs such great counselors, therapists, and social workers. Number 2. Magnetizing listening skills. INFJs know firsthand that not everyone feels seen or heard in the world. Besides the rarity of their type, thanks to their ability to feel others' moods, the INFJ can clearly see the repercussions of what happens when people don't have someone who understands them. Luckily, along with these realizations, this altruistic type simply gets a thrill from helping people, especially when it's done through deep conversation. INFJs are known for their uncanny listening skills, but also their unbiased approach to their advice. They're able to easily decipher through their awareness of others' feelings when advice is needed, and when it's necessary to just provide space for someone to vent about their problems. In fact, many INFJs have reported feeling like people in their lives feel comfortable enough to tell some of their deepest, darkest times, even complete strangers. This sense of non-judgmental openness comes with a magnetizing aura that can be felt by people in need of an open ear or a lending hand, giving them a one-up, especially in certain connections. Whether it's getting on the boss's good side because they feel like they can vent about the stress of their position, or providing a safe space for their children to come to them for non-judgmental advice, the simple INFJ advantage of listening goes a long way. Number 3. Honest decisiveness. Protective of their deeply set ideas and goals, the INFJ can be exceptionally decisive when it comes to something they're truly passionate about. From life-altering milestone decisions to simple everyday manners, if the INFJ is affected, they'll take the time to analyze their options as quickly and calculated as possible. Ironically, however, INFJs are actually portrayed as indecisive at times when, in reality, INFJs decide on their own time, and it isn't always as fast as people would like. Sure, they may take an extra moment or two to really see the situation from all angles, but INFJs rarely fall into a rut of indecisiveness. Plus, with the ability to be both extremely logical and empathetic when determining a situation, the INFJ is not only decisive, but also notably fair in their decisions. In fact, as empathetic judges, the INFJ enjoys having things settled and are particularly happy when their decisions can make a change in someone's life for the better. Guided by intuition, the INFJ has a one-up when it comes to resolving difficult family situations, making much-needed career choices, and being honest with themselves about their personal decisions. Number 4. The inner need for balance. While some people are able to truly put their all into one area of life, INFJs don't have a choice but to take time for themselves by balancing out their obligations. Sure, we all get bombarded by life's expectations at times, but this doesn't last long for this sensitive type. Without a properly balanced schedule that consists of all the things they want to put their attention to, INFJs can slip into a spiral of feeling like they fell behind while not having the motivation to catch up. I mean, it kind of sounds like a drag, but when seen as a positive, this is the exact motivator that keeps an INFJ cruising through life so effectively. It's what differentiates them from the people who feel too caught up in work and social life that they don't know who they are anymore. With the need to better themselves, they value their time with their career, with their family, doing their hobbies, and, most importantly, making adequate time for themselves. People can go years without spending a little time with themselves. INFJs can't go more than 12 hours. And that may be pushing it. Number 5. Patience and tolerability. INFJs like to remain cool, calm, and collected. And they like their surroundings to remain that way too. And although in times of being tested to their limits, they have the potential to be so cool they turn cold, or even worse, fiery hot. The INFJ has a keen level of composure 98% of the time, and that's more than most people can say. In fact, this advantage of being able to tolerate so much can actually be quite detrimental when it comes to abusive relationships and ill-fitting jobs. However, this natural essence of patience and tolerability is also what gives the INFJ their one-up in terms of being a good role model, right-hand man, partner, and parent. But most importantly, this level of patience comes down to faith in their intuition as well. Being guided by questionable hunches and unproven feelings can certainly seem insatiable at times, even for the INFJ themselves. Yet, as a result of their tolerability for outer circumstances, they can also focus on the bigger picture and the direction their intuition is guiding them in. Number 6. Not seeing learning as a chore. An INFJ's need for learning is like a gift that keeps on giving. Naturally observant and mentally engaged from a young age, the INFJ loves to sit back and watch as the world goes by while their extroverted sensing absorbs necessary information. Whether it's a new book, a different social situation, new territory, or learning a new skill, the INFJ advantage of craving new learning material comes in handy at every age in life. Compared to some personality types who reach a point where they're content with what they know because they're getting by in life, INFJs feel discontent when they remain stagnant for too long. They are always questioning the things in life that others would mindlessly accept for what they are, and they're willing to go that extra mile to avoid settling for mediocre information. Yet, for this introspective type, learning is much more about the journey than the destination, which is why they're not so keen on mastering things as they are on simply learning to add to their skill set. With this, INFJs are able to see shortcomings and hiccups in life as lessons themselves, which makes life a lot more forgiving. Number 7. A clear view through the illusions of the world. INFJs have a very unique view of the world around them. With deep insights and understanding into some of life's biggest questions, INFJs are able to see the true beauty within the world and the people in it. They can see far past life's facades of things like politics, injustices in society, unrealistic beauty standards, and ulterior motives of corporations. Once an INFJ has seen the other side of life, they aren't able to go back to their ignorant ways because you can't unsee reality for what it is once it's realized. These illusion-proof glasses the INFJ sees through helps them to avoid falling into the traps and false promises of life. And with that, the INFJ is able to quietly and independently rebel against the very nature of society, one unique quirk at a time. Well, that's it for today's video, psychos. So, if you're an INFJ, what's your favorite advantage about being such a unique personality type? Also, Don't forget to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more psycho videos.